Hello there, good morning everybody. This is Pastor Shibu John from Toronto, Canada on the 26th of June 2026. This morning we are going to meditate from Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 6. Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 6. So we built the wall, and the entire wall was joined together to have its height, for the people had a mind to work. Our focal point for today's meditation is a mind to work. Have you ever looked at a problem and said, this is too big for me? A mountain of debt, a sick child, a failing business, a dream that seems too far gone? Dear brothers and sisters, dear ones, you are not the first person to face a wall. The background here is Jerusalem, God's holy city, was in ruins. The walls were broken down, the gates were burned, the people were ashamed and unprotected. A man named Nehemiah, who worked as a servant to a pagan king far away in Persia, heard the news, and it broke his heart. He wept, he prayed, he planned, then he got up and went to work. That is the scenario here. You know what? Always your burden become your calling. Or let me put it in this way, let your burden become your calling. When Nehemiah heard about Jerusalem, he didn't change the channel. He didn't ignore it. He felt it very deeply, and that feeling became his fuel, the catalytic converter. And the question is, what burdens you today? That burden may actually be a calling. Nehemiah took his pain to God first before he spoke to anyone else. Before he made a plan, before he asked the king for help, he prayed. The simple truth is, before you pick up a tool, pick up a prayer. You can expect opposition, but do not stop building. That's the whole point. In the first step, here is something nobody tells us. When God gives us a vision, trouble will show up for sure. Nehemiah had enemies. Sanballat laughed at him. Tobiah mocked him, saying even a fox climbing that wall would break it down. So very familiar. People will laugh at your dream. They will say you are not qualified. They will say it cannot be done. But notice what Nehemiah did. He didn't argue. He didn't quit. He prayed and kept building. He stationed workers with a tool in one hand and a weapon in the other. That's a picture for our life today. Stay productive and stay protected. Keep working and keep praying. Don't let the noise of the critics silence the call of God in your life. Simple truth is, opposition is not a stop sign, it's a proof that what you are building matters. Here, when the people have a mind to work, the wall gets built. Here's the most powerful detail in our verse or in our text. The people had a mind to work. Not superhuman strength, not unlimited money, not perfect condition, just a made-up mind. The wall was completed in 52 days. Even the enemies had to admit this was the hand of God. But God used ordinary people who simply decided, we will not give up. You don't need to be special. You need to be willing. The truth is, God doesn't need our ability as much as He needs your availability. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Honest questions before we close this session. What wall are you facing that you have given up on? Or who is mocking your dream and causing you to doubt God's plan? Or one more question, are you willing to pick up your tool again with prayer in your heart? Nehemiah turned rubble into a wall in 52 days. God is not asking us to do it in 52 days. He's simply asking us to start. Weep if you must. Pray without ceasing. Then get up and build. Because with God, faith turns the impossible into achievable. Nehemiah 4 says, for the people had a mind to work. Let us have a mind to work, to complete what God has entrusted upon us. Have a very blessed day, and God be with you.